and even lesser than the average of the emerging economies' inflation. That is the difference between UPA's handling of inflation and India's handling of inflation. Sir, Congress means mehengai is something the common man knows as well, because the common man's slogan used to be and continues to be Congress aayi, mehengai lai. This has been the parlance of the normal people. So, Congress matlab mehengai. Sir, I want to.
आपको क्या बोलना है? आपका अचीवमेंट क्या है? आपका फिजिकल अचीवमेंट क्या है? आपका फाइनेंशियल अचीवमेंट क्या है?
Sir. Okay, sir. Please, sir. Honorable Finance Minister. Honorable Finance Minister, please. Sir. Honorable Leader of the Opposition, sir. Minister. Sir, please. See, no yielding, sir. See, no yielding.
Okay, I'll leave.
Sir, see, no yielding.
Okay,
Sir. Yielded. Okay.
रख के क्या करना चाहिए?
ठीक है. Yes. रुकिए. I hope, sir, there will be peace, calm and camaraderie in the house, sir.
माननीय सभापति जी, अभी जो एलओपी ने विषय उठाया कि आप अपनी बात करिए और कांग्रेस के ज़माने की बात न करिए, ये जब भी बजट की चर्चा होती है तो वो हमेशा कंपैरेटिव टर्म्स में होती है. हमेशा हमको बताना पड़ता है.
No. You had all the right to say so. नहीं, what is it, Nasir? You had all the right to. Please, no, I don't appreciate it. Sorry, I don't appreciate. No, don't appreciate. What is this? Forget about it. Nothing is going on record. Why are you saying so, sir?
राज्यसभा में आने वाले लोगों के बारे में भी कांग्रेस पार्टी को सोचना चाहिए कि इस हाउस में चर्चा की गरिमा और चर्चा को कैसे आगे बढ़ाना है. मैं यहाँ पर सिर्फ माननीय वित्त मंत्री श्रीमती निर्मला सीतारमन जी जो बात कह रही थी उनके पक्ष में हाउस को ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि बजट रिलेटिव और कंपैरेटिव टर्म्स में बताया जाता है. हमें अगर विकास बताना है तो हमको बताना है कि अब कहाँ से चले और कहाँ पहुँचे. हमको यह भी बताना होता है कि हम किस गति से चले, और हमको यह भी बताना पड़ता है कि हमने एक लॉन्ग लीप ली है, एक लंबी छलांग ली है. और जब हम ये लंबी छलांग लेने की बात करते हैं तो हम अंधकार से उजाले की ओर जाते हैं. और उसका पर्यायवाची जब हम ढूंढेंगे तो 2014 के पहले अंधकार दिखता है और 2014 के बाद उजाला दिखता है.
Honorable Finance Minister, Honorable Minister, no, nothing will go on record. No, not yours. I'm asking another minister. Please take your seat. Only Finance Minister will address. Please. No, I can't open the debate. The debate is over. Please, no, sir. Only Honorable Finance Minister will speak. We have to maintain some decorum in the house, and I'm glad we are improving a lot. Please.
Thank you very much, Chairman, sir. Sir, I do take what the Honorable Leader of the Opposition has suggested. What we do today is what I'm highlighting, and therefore also saying something similar of this kind didn't happen then. He may refute it, but it is a matter of fact, and I'm grateful for the intervention of the Leader of the House to to state it in his nice Hindi, which I can't speak as well, to say what exactly it was. Getting out of Andhakar to go into Acha Roshni Wala, and that's what is happening now. So,
Honorable Finance Minister, but your Hindi is not bad.
Thank you.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Sir,
Please.
sir,
Please. Honorable Finance Minister, please.
sir, it is not just me who's talking about what had not happened then, and it's not just me who's talking about what kind of things had happened then. I'm saying what not happened then and what kinds of things happened then, based on eminent people and their words. Take, for example, what one former governor of Reserve Bank had to say. And I'm quoting, I'm not taking his name, I don't know if it is permitted, because I think people who are not members of this house you should not name and so on. So I will just say former governor of Reserve Bank. In his book he says, sir, and I quote, "The finance ministry used to pressurize the RBI to soften interest rates and present a rosier picture of the growth to shore up sentiments. You were not able to perform in the economy, managing the inflation, giving stimulus to growth and leading the country to have better growth, but you're asking the RBI to give a rosy picture so that the sentiments don't get affected, because that sentiment and the kind of impact it was having on the economy is where we went to being fragile 5. And fragile 5 economy is a fact which was before them, but they couldn't act on it. Instead, they put pressure on Reserve Bank. So what you need to do constructively, you don't do. On the contrary, you do such things. And I'm not saying it. Reputed, respected, former bureaucrat who was also the governor of Reserve Bank has written it. So I want to just highlight, sir, whereas what kind of efforts we have made to keep inflation under control is something which I want to say now for members who have been very keen to know what is happening today. I'm telling you what's happening today. Please make a note of it. Sir, we implemented measures.
Mr. Basu and Manitra, what they have said that
Please. Thank you.
Sir, we implemented measures leading to a reduced average inflation of 4.5% in 14-15 to 2018-19, well within the RBI's target range of 2 to 6%. Sir, moreover, India's inflation during 2020 and 23 was much lower than the global average. So I want to highlight why it was so. Because competent and proactive measures were undertaken by the government to control inflation, and we managed to contain inflation at 5.7% from 2019-20 to 23-24, despite challenges which were unforeseen, and the size and the magnitude of COVID was something which all over the world, even today, has tarnished the economies, and they are not able to come out of it, whereas we have managed to be closer to the tolerance band given by RBI. Many countries faced 3 or 4 decade high double-digit inflation after the COVID pandemic. So I just want to list out the 5-year terms and the inflation rates which have prevailed. These are numbers which are already in public domain, but it's useful for us to compare so that we know what are policy-induced internal factors which drove UPA's inflation as different from NDA's inflation, which is largely driven by a pandemic and because of the global disruptions. So the difference between the inflation then and the inflation now are very clearly before us. NDA's period, sir, 5 years between 1999 and 2004, retail inflation was only 3.8%. UPA 1, 5 years, it was 6%. UPA 2, 10.2%. So if you were to take 10 years of UPA 1 and 2, it was 8%, 8.1%. NDA 1, sir, between 14 to 19, 4.5%. NDA 2, 5.7%, sir. NDA 1 and 2 put together, 10 years, 5.1% inflation. Where is 5.1 and where is 8.1, sir, of the 10 years then, 10 years now? So we need to understand that even when very important steps were taken, like cutting down on the excise duty of petrol and diesel by the Honorable Prime Minister, twice, once in November and once in June of 23, November of 22, every state tried to reduce. But for political scoring of a point, Congress-ruled states did not. And even then and now, the inflation in those states, even if the change of government has happened, continues to be higher, and efforts to contain them is even being taken now also. They just didn't want to cut down. On the contrary, if I remember correct, our president and the leader of the House here is from Himachal Pradesh. The first thing the government did there after being elected was to increase the price of petrol and diesel. Now the cry for inflation in this House, questions on what action you're taking to contain inflation. Congress government in Himachal Pradesh, a small state, increases the price, and here the lecture is about contain the prices, bring it down. Congress can do that. So was the effort, so was it in Karnataka. So, inflation and containment measures may be questions on us, and we are willing to answer. But what about those states which are being governed by Congress, sir? The steps that we've taken, the steps that we've taken to control inflation, sir, strategic policies for targeting inflation have been taken. PM Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana is to make sure that people get the bottommost layer, poorest people get their grains at least, so that they can have some kind of assurance that they have something to feed their family with. Government continuously offloads wheat and rice from the central pool under the open market sale scheme to increase availability in the market, steps that we are taking. To prevent hoarding and unscrupulous speculation, traders and wholesalers, big chain retailers and processors were required to disclose their stock positions of wheat and rice. We follow them, we pursue with them, and then ensure that the stocks are coming into the market. Under the price stabilization fund, sir, a dynamic buffer stock of pulses is maintained, and calibrated release of stocks contain the price, and we keep procuring to increase the buffer stock. Basic duty on crude palm oil, crude soya bean oil, and crude sunflower oil was cut from 2.5% to nil, so that crude oil can come into India, edible crude oil, and that can be refined, creating jobs, at the same time making edible oil available in the country. The agri-cess on oils was reduced from 20% to 5%. So we are reducing the revenues that we are earning, but making sure people get affordable price commodities which are important. On January 15th, 2024, this duty structure has been extended to 31st March 2025. So edible oil can be distributed with affordable prices, sir. We have also taken measures to make sure basic items like atta, rice, chana dal and moong dal are distributed in the Bharat Atta, Bharat Rice and Bharat Chana Dal and Moong Dal branded, so that they can be sold at affordable prices. Per kg cost of atta is 27 rupees 50 paise. Per kg rice is 27.50. Chana is 60 rupees a kg. And Bharat Moong Dal is at 107 a kg, 93 for Sabut Moong Dal. These are being sold. 7 lakh tons have been sold of atta, 13.98 lakh tons of rice, 11.52 lakh